Hello, my name is Eliza Izzati binti Hermansyah with the matrix number 7206. Today I will be representing my group, which is Group C, for our Advanced Manufacturing Systems project. So our project is the proposal of full automation cake manufacturing for Company Z. So this is our organization chart. We have Ain Adila as production engineer, we have Alista Ana Awang as facility engineer, then we have me, myself, as a plant manager, and then we have Muhammad Azmil bin Adam as quality control engineer. Moving along to our introduction, Group C's proposal for Company Z in a full automation new cake production factory includes thorough analysis and justifications in our implementations. Some aspects involve the manufacturing monitoring work, the usage of group technology, cellular manufacturing and flexible manufacturing, the quality control system, as well as the cost analysis. For our objectives, the first one is to apply online and offline manufacturing monitoring work for the production of banana cakes in Company Z. The second objective is to allocate the usage of group technology, cellular manufacturing, and flexible manufacturing system to produce a production layout for the manufacturing of banana cakes. Our third objective is to create a quality control system by using the Taguchi method for quality assurance and quality inspection technique. Our fourth objective is to compare the advantages and disadvantages of centralized and decentralized approach of manufacturing automation. And our last objective is to calculate cost analysis for the production of banana cake of Company Z. For the literature review, we did a thorough research on the making process of banana cakes. It has three processes, which is the batter processing, the baking processing, and the packaging processing. For the batter processing, we start with the dry ingredients. First is to sieve together flour, sea salt, and baking powder. And then after dry ingredients, we move on to the wet ingredients, which is to blend together mashed bananas, beaten egg, melted butter, milk, sugar, and vanilla extract. Once they are blended, then we combine together by mixing the dry ingredients into wet ingredients. After the batter processing is done, we move to the baking process, which is the batter will be transferred into pans, and then the batter will be baked at 170 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. And lastly, for the packaging process, after the cakes are baked, the cake will be cooled for 10 minutes. The cake will then weigh and cut into bite-sized pieces. Then the cut cake will be placed in packaging, ready to deliver. Chapter 3 talks about the manufacturing monitoring. Manufacturing monitoring, also known as production monitoring or shop floor monitoring, is a system that allows production managers and operators to monitor the process flow in real time and prevents malfunctions. Manufacturing monitoring systems are designed to record overall production performance in real time. The monitoring systems collect production rate from various production line sources to managers and staff working on the line. Moving along, we will talk about the differences between online and offline monitoring. Online monitoring is a continuous monitoring of a machine or any production process with the help of computers and softwares. As for offline, it is a kind of manual monitoring. It is a less critical asset where only periodic scanning is required. So the application of this online and offline monitoring into cake production is that online monitoring can be used to monitor the main cake processing and baking procedures to ensure all machines work properly and ingredient measurements are accurate. Whereas for offline monitoring, it can be done after the cakes are cooled, where workers inspect the cake quality for packaging.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azmil bin Adam, 72348. I will present about type of manufacturing. Okay, for our manufacturing, we will choose flexible manufacturing. Flexible manufacturing method that can quickly adjust to change in type and number of the product being produced. Okay, for advantage of flexible manufacturing system is first, lower direct labor cost because of the less worker, and reduce inventory because of careful planning and programming, and then due to automated control, consistency and higher quality. Lastly, changes between parts are quicker and less expensive, can increase capital utilization. Okay, for our flow process of manufacturing is first start, and then raw material, measuring, mixing, deposition, baking, cooling, cutting, batching, and lastly packing. Okay, for our layout, we choose the line layout, which is a design to effect an orderly and logical arrangement of productive facilities that will be consistent with large production volume. We choose the line layout because of manufacturing time from the initial operation to the finished product is economical and effectively regulated because production is planned in a orderly sequence, and then production control is relatively simple, straightforward and inexpensive. After that, stock of work in process or material in transitory process is kept to a minimum. Okay, this is our production layout. Have a blending machine, sieving machine, mixing machine, disposition machine, baking machine, cooling, cutting, weight, and lastly packaging machine. Our product and our manufacturing based on line in layout or straightforward layout. Have three enter and exist.
Okay, today I will be presenting about Chapter 5, which is Quality Control and Quality Assurance Proposal. Okay, what is Quality Assurance and Quality Control? First is Quality Control and Quality Assurance is a document that is specified as plan for ensuring that product or service satisfy particular quality standards. This standard may include by ISO 9001 or ISO 13485. Quality control is using methodical, organized approach to ensuring that a goods or service satisfies a predetermined set of requirements for its level of excellence. During manufacturing process, quality control might involve checking and testing the product at a various stage of a production to discover and repair any defect or error that may have occurred. The system and process that will be used to maintain quality throughout the entirety of the production process are the subject of quality assurance, which is about the quality and which is about the system and procedure that will be applied. ISO 9000 is a set of international standards for quality management and quality assurance that provide organization with a framework for establishing and maintaining a quality management system (QMS). The objective of ISO 9000 is to assist enterprise in meeting the needs of customers and other stakeholders, as well as legal and regulatory obligations pertaining to a product and service. This standard defines quality management and quality assurance fundamentals. Okay, this is the method I will be used is Taguchi methods. Okay, first is Taguchi method is a statistical method for quality control and optimizing that was created by the Genichi Taguchi in 1950 and has since been widely used in the sector as a manufacturing, engineering, and product development. This method is based on the idea that quality is determined by the customer and it can be quantified in a term of loss caused by departure from the ideal product or process. Taguchi method is involved modifying the controls parameter of a product or process in order to achieve the desired levels of performance with the result with process being analyzed. The Taguchi method is a strong tool to optimize the performance of a products or process by methodology curves, altering the control parameter and study the effect those manipulation. This may be done by following the step outlined in the previous sentence. Experiment convince using this method is adaptable and effective, making it suitable for use in a wide variety of professional and academic concerns. Okay, the next is minimum number of experiments conducted. The Taguchi method can be estimated by applying the degree of freedom technique, in which the minimum of requirement experiment is determined by utilizing the following equation and finding its solution. As you can see, this is equation for Taguchi's methods. Okay, next is a parameter with is mixing duration, baking duration, baking temperature, cooling duration. Okay, there is 3 levels. Mixing, baking time, temperature, and the chilling are 4 separate independent variables that have 3 different value of sets. These are parameters that are designed in the manufacturing process of the banana cakes and can be found in these tables. Okay, you can see here in the table. Okay, next is this is how to find the value of Taguchi method. As you can see here, the value is 9. Due to the fact of the data value has been generated, it has been demonstrated that L9 orthogonal array is the most effective combination method which to carry out the study as shown in the table below. These are the 4 different independent values and the 3 set of level of each those variables. Okay, as you see is the table of L9 orthogonal array based on the banana cake production parameter. Okay, next is quality inspection technique. Okay, in the quality control, in the control unit are examined to determine if they meet the final product requirement. During the quality inspection, multiple aspects of the product are measured, estimated, tested, or gauged, and the results are compared to certain requirements to establish whether or not the product conforms to the standards. And in the industry, the product of banana cakes, the inspection process is usually carried out by employing the labor-intensive procedure manually, which is carried out by the operator or personnel. On the other hand, the standard of procedure industry that manufacture food is that any substance product that are created will be either disposed or will be removed. Okay, next is raw material. The standard of for hazard analysis critical control point HACCP, which focus on the analysis of the control of biological, chemical, and physical hazard throughout the process of raw material production, procurement, and handling, as well throughout the process of manufacturing, distributing, and consuming the finishing product, which are required ingredient for the production of banana cakes. Metal detector will be used to inspect the raw material or ingredient that were bought in order to make a certain that are free, contaminated, and any other undesirable things. Okay, next is beta stage. An upstream check is carried out before raw material are baked and processed. is to ensure the components are mixed together in the appropriate amount and that the better properly include. Metal detector will be ideal machinery at this step of the production process because there are no packaging made of the metal and its point in the process. Metal detector will be of use in determining whether or not the process still contain any undesired irregular solid size or substance. This will be determined by identify which is it present. The second last is after baking. It is important to have a product that satisfy requirement of the target perfectly. Weight checker or checker weight a weight checker are installed to ensure that the product quality is at the higher possible point. The weight of banana cake should be kept within a range of 250 grams per unit. Anything outside the range will be removed. This will be ensure that the end of product is always in line with the level of certification that our customer desire from the product. And lastly is the packaging. In the food business, X-ray equipment is used in a wide variety of the packaging to inspect food product for foreign object and to evaluate the food quality. It's essential that the item arrive unharmed and its destination after transportation. X-ray equipment is preferred method for screening products that are warm, moist, and high in salt content. It's because it's to reduce the danger contamination of the products. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, for centralized and decentralized approach of the manufacturing process, for our company we will use centralized organization for approach automation process of banana cakes. It is because involve gathering a group of people to plan and agree to allow a process. It is a balancing procedure, and then the product is transported and distributed from a single primary facility. It simplifies ensuring consistency facility and requiring only one process to be confirmed and eliminate the need for complicated technology transfer additional site. And then centralization including spreading the cost of doing business over large production volume, reducing interaction with key supplier and key customer. Vision that is center when used the centralized method in manufacturing process. When organization pursue a coordinated administration structure, it can easily concentrate on the fulfillment of its vision.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ain Adila binti Sapin with metric number 72070. I will be explaining the chapter 7, which is the cost analysis. This chapter highlights the estimation of break-even point and revenue that must be targeted by Company Z. It is also important to determine the variable cost and fixed cost prior to producing banana cakes. Fixed cost consists of machinery costs and rental costs. Meanwhile, variable cost consists of material costs, labor costs, and utilities costs. This is the bill of materials to bake 1 unit of banana cake. The prices are obtained from the actual market pricing. So the ingredients involved to make 1 unit of banana is ripe banana, wheat flour, baking soda, baking powder, grade B egg, brown sugar, castor sugar, cooking oil, butter, salt, and lastly vanilla essence. So the total to make 1 unit of banana cake is 11 ringgit and 41 cent. The estimated banana cake production is 500 units per day. Therefore, estimated annual sales is 1,369,200 ringgit for 120,000 units. This is the list of salary for the workers inside the organization. So labor cost is one of the variable costs. The salary stated is based on the actual pricing for position in the organization. Labor cost per unit banana cake is also computed with total annual labor cost divided by the annual productions of banana cake. The total annual labor cost is 314,400 ringgit divided by the annual productions, which is 120,000 units, and the result is 2 ringgit and 62 cents per unit banana cake. Rental cost is considered as fixed cost because the amount of charge unchanged. So the team chose this place, which is two-story semi-D industrial warehouse at RH Park, 9 miles Kuching, as the factory for banana cake production. This place has 2,200 square feet with 4,000 charges per month. These are the list of prices of machines that are required for the production of banana cakes. So the total cost to buy all of these machines are 328,510.95 ringgit. Utilities cost consists of electricity bill and water bill. The electricity will be charges based on the energy rating tariff provided by Sarawak Energy. As we can see on the table, roughly the total cost for electrical charges in a year is approximately 24719 ringgit and 52 cents. For the water bill, the estimated water consumption for a year is 36,000 liters. Therefore, the water bill that will be charged for 1 year is 768 ringgit and 24 cents. Moving on to the break-even analysis. So the formula to calculate the break-even point is stated there, which is Q equals to FC over R minus VC, where FC is the fixed cost, R is the sales per unit, VC is the variable cost per unit. The first one is the total fixed cost, FC. Fixed cost is the summation of factory rental costs plus the machinery costs. The factory rental cost is 48,000 ringgit, while the machinery cost is 328,510 ringgit and 95 cents. The summation of both costs is 376,510 ringgit and 95 cents. In order to compute the total variable cost per unit, VC, first we need to determine the total variable cost, which consists of material costs, labor costs, and utilities costs. The summation of three costs will result in 1,744,319 ringgit and 52 cents. After that, we will compute the total variable cost per unit, which is total variable cost divided by the production in year plus with the total wage for a unit. The total wage for a unit banana can be found by the labor cost per unit that has been calculated just now. Therefore, the total variable cost per unit is 16 ringgit 86 cents per unit. The third parameter of finding the break-even point is the selling price per unit R. In order to find the selling price per unit, we need to determine the selling price first. So the selling price of a product is calculated using the total variable cost, which includes the 10% of SST rate, gross profit of 20%. So the total selling price is the total variable cost times with the summation of 1 and 10% of SST rate and 20% of the profit margin. This will yield to a total of 2221,814 ringgit and 9 cents. Therefore, we can compute the selling price per unit R, which is the total selling price divided by the annual production, which is 120000, and we get the selling price per unit, which is 18 ringgit and 52 cents per unit. Finally, we can evaluate the break-even point by substituting the FC value, R value, and the VC value into this equation. So the break-even point is 227,813 units. Break-even revenue is the multiplication of break-even point with the total selling price per unit. Therefore, the break-even revenue is 4,217,984 ringgit and 28 cents. This is for the findings of cost analysis. According to the break-even point estimate, Company Z would need to produce at least 227,813 units of banana cakes and earn more than 4,217,984 ringgit and 28 cents to cover the fixed and variable costs of the banana cakes. The estimated annual production of Company Z is approximately 120,000 units, so the company can reach the break-even point at which it may operate profitably. It will take approximately 2 years of operation before the company begins to make a profit from the sales of banana cakes. Chapter 8 is the conclusion for the overall proposal. So, monitoring system proposed in Company Z will assist the business in keeping a close eye on the manufacturing process and minimizing product loss. Company Z uses a flexible manufacturing technique because it intends to produce high quality cakes quickly. This may result in shorter production lead times. The team advises Company Z to utilize centralized production because this technique is appropriate for a business that consistently delivers its product in a single factory. That's all for our group. Thank you.